What's up, everybody? Coach Corey here. Together we do it better. Welcome to the Leverage My Launch 5-day boot camp presented to you by Unlimited Life Academy, right? So, guys, we got a great schedule for you this week. We're going to be teaching you affiliate marketing today with Paul Motley. But before we get into that, I wanted to just take a minute to kind of introduce the team to you guys so you know who's all involved with this, right? Because it's not just one person. It's not just me. I am all about teamwork, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for having the right team around me. So with that being said, I'm going to start pulling up some of my teammates and introducing them to y'all. And we're going to be starting off with Angie Manucci. So Angie is, she's our offer and funnel selection manager, I guess. I don't know what you call it, right? But she's worked with several 6, 7, 8-figure marketers and coaches and stuff like that in the past. And she's going to help you guys on day 2 with actually creating your own offers and selecting the right funnels for those offers. So Angie, welcome. Let us know a little bit about you so that our viewers can get to know you a little bit better.
Okay. Hey, thank you. Like Corey said, my name is Angie Manucci. I've also branded myself over the past 10 years as the Technically Smart Blonde. If you've seen any of my content out there, my videos or my YouTube channel, I got in this space about 10 years ago. I was asked to be an executive assistant for a speaker, author, coach. He was doing in-person investing seminars. And I was wondering, like, what were these people selling from stage for $10,000, $20,000, $50,000? Because the people weren't leaving with anything physical. Actually, at the time, they were leaving with these, like, those of you that remember, like the Ziploc bags that were like with like a digital CD case and like a clamshell case and a workbook that was printed at Staples. And then we were having to run people's credit cards like 4 different times with Authorized Debt Net because the prices were so high. Our payment processor wasn't set to actually accept that amount of money at the time. And then I was going to these networking events and hearing about this money these people were making. And I jumped in and realized what they were actually doing and how they were fulfilling on these offers. And so that's when I really started looking at different pieces of software, different tools that people were using. What is a coaching program or a digital product? And started freelancing my way, working with, like Corey said, 6- and 7-figure business owners, actually creating the back end of their business for them. A lot of people go into a software suite and they think they want to have a course, and then they see a funnel option to make a webinar, and then they completely derail what they went in to start working on. And then all of a sudden there's a place for an upsell and a tripwire, all this stuff. And it's very overwhelming. And so where I come into play is helping you guys, okay, what is it that you're trying to create? What's your next offer, or maybe your very first one? And what are those steps you need in place to take somebody from sign up to follow up? I often, you see people putting things out on social, but there's no like actual purpose to it because they don't know that next step to turn those posts actually into profits. So I'm excited to be a part of this team and help you guys with how are you supposed to create those offers and what steps are necessary. And more importantly, why are certain things on certain pages, right? I don't know how many times I get in contact with a client who they've tried to do it themselves and they have a 2-step order form, and their purpose is because it looks cool, or somebody else in the online space had one. They don't realize that there's actually like a reason and a purpose for a lot of these elements and pieces that are built into these pages to deliver on your offer. And then how do you actually deliver that digital content? So I'm excited to be here, and I'm psyched for tomorrow and the whole week.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And it's super important part of the business process, not just knowing, how to get things done, but actually to get it set up correctly, because there's so much more to a funnel than just the website portion of what a funnel is, right? It's the full follow-up and all that kind of stuff. So with that being said, though, next up is going to be Don Bavaro. Like, he is a stud over on TikTok, over 100,000 followers. But what's funny is even with all these followers, right, he's not so much an organic marketer. He's really more into paid ads and SEO. He's one of our, he's got so many trades I can't even like name them all, right? So for us, he's technically the technical guy, but he does so much more than just that, right? He does so many things. He just had a super successful launch with the Brambilla method with Adrian Brambilla. So couldn't be more honored to have you on the team with us here, Dom, and give us a little bit more about you.
Yeah, thanks, Corey, and I appreciate you reaching out to me to join the Hewlett team. And so you guys might know me as kind of have a brand myself, the Datapreneur, after outside of, if you see any of my content on YouTube or even on TikTok, things like that, or my blog. And I kind of, that brand name for me came because I got into online business when my offline rental car business actually failed. So I had to pull the plug on that. And at the time I had my oldest daughter, Elizabeth. She was about 6 or 7 months old when that went under. And my wife and I couldn't afford daycare. So I had to build a business while caring for my daughter. So I was like, oh, this is Datapreneur. Every day was take your daughter to work day. So I had to work at nights and nap time. And because I didn't have that much time, and I'm an extreme introvert, you wouldn't know that now. I overcame it on camera, but I'm an extreme introvert. I'm really awkward. So I don't DM. I don't have time to sit in DMs with people. So I learned to market through content, YouTube's, blogs, passive SEO type stuff. And along the way, a lot of that requires automation to work in the background. So I kind of learned all the tech savvy and how to just use all of the software and get everything working and talking together. So it's a lot of work to build up front, but once it's in, you can kind of get hands off. And I'm starting to see that with the being at this for a year and a half. So I'm going to show you guys how to use the Euless Suite software on day 3, which is Wednesday. So I can't keep my day straight anymore. But yeah, on Wednesday. So it's happy to be here. You guys have questions, tag me in the group, how to use something. And hopefully I can help you work you through an automation.
Yeah. Awesome, Dom. Thank you so much, brother. Again, super excited that you're part of this team, and all the knowledge that you bring is just mind blowing, right?
Yeah, I learned a lot of things the hard way.
Yeah, and that's the problem with like online marketing is, you can go at this thing alone if you want to, right? But it is so hard to do. And then what's your other options is buying into somebody's, $10,000 coaching program or something. And even then you're only getting limited access to the person themselves. So, having a team around you like this, like we have right here with Unlimited Life Academy, is going to be priceless in the long run because we have the know-how and the tech skills to get your whole business set up. But with that being said, typically, guys, when it comes to online marketing, the first way for you to learn marketing is through affiliate marketing, right? And that's why we have our very own Paul Motley, 6-figure affiliate marketer, ClickFunnels Dream Car winner. He's always landing on the leaderboards every time he gets into the affiliate contest. But Paul Motley, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of this team. Let the people know a little bit more about you.
Oh man, this could take a while, but I'm just going to keep it real short. Yeah. I just want to thank everyone for showing up and being here. But for those of you that don't know my story, basically I started out running my own business, but I was always sort of like interested on online marketing. I did the whole network marketing thing. I did the whole referral marketing thing. And even though I was did running my own business for 24 years and had to go from doing print ads to online ads and everything else that went with it, with your website, your Facebook, your YouTube and all that good stuff. It was always affiliate marketing I really fancied. I always looked at it and thought, what, I could really see how this passive income thing can work out. And that was ultimately my goal. And I was lucky enough to actually sell my business about 2 years ago. So over the last 2 years, I've been able to refocus on what I'm doing. But the affiliate marketing thing is just so darn cool. Most people should do it because ultimately you're not having to deal with support. You're having to deal with, creating the product or anything else like that. This is why affiliate marketing is so good. But one of the things that we're going to teach you is how to actually cheat with affiliate marketing. And I say cheat is simply because not everybody goes and tells you all this stuff, right? You have to go and pay thousands of dollars for the information that I'm just going to share with you today because I've done it. I've actually been through the hard miles, if you like, and I'm just going to spill my guts and show you exactly how I get those top 10 leaderboards, how I was able to work with Dean Graziosi, how I was one of Blake Newbar's top affiliates, how I've worked with and landed in a top 3 spot for Spencer Meekum's launch that he did last time round. And also as well, creating the Ultimate Affiliate Marketing podcast as well, where I went live every single day for close to a year. These are the cheat codes. These are the things that no one tells you, and you're going to get to learn that off me today for free.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I can't wait for that training coming up later. But I wanted to introduce myself really quick for anybody that doesn't know who I am, because I'm probably the smallest name on this stage, right? Surrounded by giants here. But, I'm Corey Gulick. I go by Coach Corey because I coach lacrosse. I took a team that was 0-12 to a 13-3 season. I know how to get the most out of people. I know how to turn people that have a negative mindset into a complete positive person, and not only get out of their own way, but be successful and accept the fact that they can be successful, right? Coaching people is what I love doing. But I started this journey, 3.5 years ago. My daughter was born. Like the day she was born was the day I decided I'm going to go all in on this and go online. I got to create something, create my own income. Because up until then, I was a mechanic for 20 some years, and I love being a mechanic. I love fixing things, but at the same time, I want to do so much more. And I wanted to be able to get home and stay with my kids and stuff like that. I was tired of working 65 hours a week as a mechanic and not being able to come home to my wife and my kids. So I started my journey 3.5 years ago. In that time, I've done over 6 figures with affiliate marketing. That's where I started. That's why this program starts with affiliate marketing, right? Teaches you the basics of affiliate marketing. Then I created my own course, which is day 2, which is what Angie's going to be going over. Did 5 figures with that, and I didn't even promote it that hard. It was a $47 course, did over 10K with it in a matter of a few months. And that was about it, right? But then from there, I ended up throwing my own live mastermind where I became a speaker, which was a lifelong dream. Well, maybe not lifelong, but 10.5 years or whatever. Dream of mine was being a speaker on stage. So I created my own live mastermind, did over 6 figures there as well. Or not 6 figures, 5 figures, right, during the mastermind. But I became a speaker and I got to position myself with some of today's top marketers on that stage. So it was a great experience to go that route. And then ultimately, because of that, somebody at that event actually asked me to be a co-author of a book. And that book is an Amazon bestseller now. And it still is sitting at #1 in a couple of different categories for entrepreneurship. So my journey, guys, has been, the exact journey that we're going to be putting you on throughout this boot camp, right? Starting with affiliate marketing, learning the basics of that. That's the way that you guys are going to start being able to get that first money coming in. And once you get that first dollar made, right, that first little notification in your email that says, hey, you just earned a commission, guys, there's nothing more exciting than what the possibilities of the future are from that point going forward, right? So we're going to start you there. And then once you kind of get your feet wet there, we're going to show you guys how to do your offer, create your offer, and launch it successfully. And then we're going to show you guys how to leverage our audience, just like I've been able to leverage so many other people's audiences to be successful myself. So with that being said, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little intro of our team. We are here to support you throughout this 5-day boot camp. And ultimately, when you guys join the Unlimited Life Academy and come in with us, we are going to not only be there to support you, we're going to make sure that you guys are taking the proper steps to launch your own stuff, to become the expert and leverage our network and our audience in order to do so at a much more successful rate. But with that being said, guys, we're going to hop off the screen. We're going to give it over to Paul Motley so he can dive into the training for today, because this is where it starts, right? Affiliate marketing is the best place to start. Whether you do organic marketing like I did, or you do SEO and paid traffic like Dom does, either way, guys, this is the best place to start. So with that being said, Paul, take it away, my friend.
All right. Okay. So this is so cool, right? This is so sweet. I want to thank Corey. I want to thank Dom. I want to thank Angie for being here and being part of this as well. This is so cool because this is something that I actually dreamt about a couple of years ago and wanted to get off the ground, but never actually got to the point where I could do. So now I've actually had the time. Corey got in touch and we managed to launch this thing. So this is so cool to me, right? I wanted to go into all sorts of kind of stuff, but then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to cut all the crap out of it and I'm just going to show you exactly what works. I'm going to show you how I actually get into top 10s of not just like any old thing, right? This is like serious programs where there's hot competition, right? I'm going to show you the cheat codes on how to do it. So we're going to go into my screen right now if I can do it. So we're going to do that. All right. So right, I'm going to ask one of the guys to take my face off because I don't need to do that right now. So if you guys can just take, there it is. Look at this. I've got the team. It's working at it right now. Okay, so let's just go right into it. Right. So affiliate marketing 101, basic stuff is you are recommending a product. You are giving someone an affiliate link. They are making a purchase. And then you get a commission, right? And this is the point here, right? So this is where you are getting the traffic from you, and it could be from anywhere. So the product itself, purchase, your commission, great, lovely. You earn something like that, which is great. But that's kind of like how it normally works. And that is what a lot of people do. And that's probably why they are still poor. So we're just going to go down to the next level, right? This is how we're taught to do it. So it's not necessarily how you should do it, but this is how everyone teaches you to do it, right? So you start off with the traffic from you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have an opt-in page or a bridge page. What's that going to do? When people go ahead and get some information on this page, they're going to go into an email list, which is awesome because that means you can do cool stuff with it later, which we're going to show. So everyone that goes for the opt-in, bounce over to the product. If they make a purchase, you get a commission. And of course, if it's a one-off, then that's great. If it's a high ticket item, that's even better because a lot of times with high ticket, you're getting like 50%. So if it's like $1,000 product, you're getting a $500 commission, which is amazing. Now, in my opinion, those will differ. I know. And I'm looking at the guys now, see if anyone starts shaking their head. But recurring is king, right? Recurring is king because you can get paid from this end right down to this end every single month. Someone is a customer of this product, right? So it kind of makes sense for me to actually get those recurring products in there as well. By all means, throw in some high ticket stuff as well along the way, which is perfectly okay because that makes your month up basically. And it's a real easy way to get to 10K a month if you do it that way. So let's just run through this real quick again. So you're getting traffic. People go to an opt-in or what we call a bridge page where you're going to introduce the offer. Perhaps you're going to be able to give some sort of incentive for people to opt in. They go to the product sales page. The product sales page does its business. You get a purchase. But of course, everyone that's on your email list, you're then going to send them a sequence of emails, sending them all back to the product as to why they should go and purchase it, which of course is then going to increase the purchase rate and therefore increase your conversions and your commissions, right? Does that make sense to everybody, right? Does that make sense? I'm just looking in the text. This is so cool. Woo! Yeah, right. So now you've got an email list. What can you do with an email list? Well, look, you can send it to new offers and get new commissions, right? So you can start sending it all out willy-nilly as and when, and you can make totally more money by having an email list because that is something you own. Now, whenever we talk about traffic, whenever we talk about audiences, the one thing that you own, the only thing that you actually own is this right here, your email list. That's something that you can go to your email autoresponder provider, export it, print it out, hold it in your hand. You have it, you own it. Everything else just goes away. You can have a massive list on TikTok. Something could happen to TikTok, it goes away. You could have a massive list on WhatsApp, it could go away. Anyone remember MySpace? Anyone? Right? Imagine if you had thousands and thousands of people on MySpace, and then all of a sudden Facebook came along, MySpace went away. Where's your audience now? It's gone. This is why it's so important to have an email list. The same goes for YouTube as well. YouTube can go, and I'm not saying YouTube is going to go anytime soon, but like I said, your account could be banned, for example, or you could do, recently I had a problem with TikTok where I was what we call shadow banned, right? So it basically means my reach for my videos have gone right from like 200-300 at least down to the bottom, next to nothing. No, for some reason it's not working. So this is why having an email list is just so darn important. You have to be list building. Now, I was actually one of my mentors is a guy called Mike Dillard, author of the Magnetic Sponsoring, and he actually created a program called List Grow, and everything within that was about creating a list. That was the key point. You asked Russell Brunson, what does he talk about? Make a list. Even his mentors taught him to make a list. So this is why having a list is so important in one shape or form. Having an audience is great, but having a list is, again, it's this word up here, king. It's king, right? Can everyone see that? I'm just highlighting it right there for you. So let's go out to how to win. This is how I did it. So you start off with an email list. Okay, right. We built an email list up here. Remember, we did this. We sent traffic. We got an opt-in. We got an email list. Now We go to the opt-in from our email list. Now we get an email segment. Now, how do you segment people off? It's so easy. If you're using like any sort of like decent email automation software, all you're doing is adding a tag. That's it. And then they become a segment of that list. And now when you're sending them over to a new offer and getting a new commission, if it's something like this, then of course you're doing effectively what you're doing before. Remember we said up here, we said like traffic from you, opt-in, product purchase, right? But now we're not working smarter on it. Now we're talking about sending out an offer to your email, and we're creating a segment, and still we're doing this like little sequence going back to the offer, still getting those commissions. But look what happens later. Now you can go to that email segment. Let's say, for example, the product was about, let's say it was someone's coaching course on YouTube, about YouTube ranking, growing on YouTube and stuff like that. Now, if you get another offer, which is around YouTube, for example, maybe it is even like a software that helps you create thumbnails that convert, or something that will help you do split testing with thumbnails. Guess what? All those people which liked this offer to begin with and opted in because they were interested in it, now you're sending them to something which is highly targeted to what they're interested in the first place. This is why they became in that segment, because they were interested in YouTube. Now you have a highly concentrated offer. You're not just sending people. Another example would be your dogs and cats owners, right? Now, if up here the offer was about pet ownership, but all of a sudden you had something which says, okay, well, if you're a dog owner, you'd like this. You don't want to be sending all the cat owners to this opt-in. It's weird, right? It just doesn't make sense, right? So this is going to make your segment commission much higher converted, which gives you higher commissions, which again, if we just scroll back here, we're talking about one-off is good, high ticket is great, recurring is king. You imagine the difference in conversions if you were getting them through an email sequence, through segmentation, or a segment of your email list. Even if it was like 5 or 10 people or 100 people within that segment, all of a sudden you're going from a regular offer, which perhaps converts at between 3 and 5%. That page, right? If you go to the vendor and they say, okay, right, what does your page convert at? Between 3 and 5%, they'll say. A lot of people will say 3 and 5. Now, all of a sudden, because you've got someone who's already interested, you've given them an extra incentive to opt in, to go and check this offer out. Now your conversion rates could be like 10%. Right? Does that make sense for everybody? Yeah. Pet supplies affiliations. Yeah. Do you know what? If you go onto, there's various different places out there. I'm just reading something in the comments there. If you go out somewhere and you go to, someone give me a name of a big affiliate network. Anybody? Anyone? Dom, give us a name of a big affiliate network. He can't come on.
Sorry, man, I'm here. I thought you could hear me from backstage. No, a huge affiliate network would be Commission Junction or CJ.com now. I think they rebranded.
Yeah, CJ.com.
ClickBank. I see ClickBank in the comments. That is 100% the biggest.
Yeah, that's another one. Amazon. Yeah, everyone else like that right now. Yeah. That's cool. That's all I needed. That was fine. Thanks, man. Okay, cool. Right. Now you imagine going on there and you will find, if you type in like dog products, you're going to find a whole bunch of programs which circle around dog products, whether it be nutrition guides, whether it be training guides, whether it be the actual like everything to go with pets. Basically, you know, you can sell stuff for pet owners, right? You can sell stuff for dog owners. And guess what? You can get a commission because, of course, you are sending people that are already dog owners because they've indicated that in this email segment. They've opted in because they want to hear about training. Guess what? They get a training offer. Guess what? They go ahead and buy. All of a sudden, you've gone from a 3% conversion rate to a 10% conversion rate, which is about a 300% increase in your conversions, if my math's right. So let's go on to traffic hacks. Probably one of Dom's favorites on this one. Right. So there is a whole bunch of ways that you can get your link out there on the internet right now. You can go ahead and you can spam for your life like people used to do. They used to go into Facebook groups and spam their links everywhere. You could try and go onto link farms and just basically spam the crap off. You go on other people's videos and spam the crap off it. You just literally spam till your life. But it doesn't work. What it does, it gets you banned. People get pissed off with you, and that's it. You're done. So all these different ways of getting traffic, right? These are the sort of things that people are doing right now. So obviously you've got emails, which will be your own email list. You can go for, if you've got a Google site yourself or Google ads, YouTube ads, posting on your Facebook, posting in your own groups if you build a group. Occasionally you can sort of get away with Messenger if people are asking for it, right? So, you've got Google ads here as well. Said that. TikTok, banner ads, believe it or not. People don't and have underestimated the effectiveness of a banner ad based on retargeting for a long time. And I tell you what, last year I made close to $5,000 from one launch, and all I used was banner ads based on retargeting. Right, so this stuff does work. Twitter, Bing, Facebook ad. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other things as well. So there's a whole bunch of them. Now we're getting into the cheat code stuff, right? Now I did say I didn't want to fluff it up. I did say that I didn't want to sit online for like an hour and a half just giving you crap which doesn't work. This is the stuff which I actually use, right? So let's say you're going to use YouTube. You go to the site, the product page, the product, basically the website, that the product that you're going to be an affiliate for. Go and search out those FAQs that are listed on the site, or you go and do some keyword research for what people are going to be buyer reactive. So if someone's looking for, product X, Y, and Z cost, products X, Y, and Z reviews, product X, Y, and Z testimonials, product X, Y, and Z, whatever, right? And you create a series of videos. Then, right, we're going here first, and then we'll come back to that in a minute, right? So we're here, and then what do? All those videos send over to your link, to your bridge page, and that's where you start the cycle, which is way further up here, yeah? We're here, opt-in, email list, and everything else with it. But each of those videos, we then actually go ahead and create a blog post, a little bit of blurb with it, and embed the video each time. And all of those are then pointing back to the opt-in, right? And every time you do a video, guess what you're going to do? You're going to share it out on Facebook. You're going to share it on LinkedIn. You're going to send it out to your email list. You're going to put it out on TikTok, let people know it's out there. You're going to put it on Twitter. You're going to put it out on Instagram. You're going to put it on Pinterest, because what does that do? That inbound links onto those videos. All of these inbound links onto those videos, which gets you higher rankings, which then gets you more people looking at videos, gets you more clicks to your affiliate bridge page, which ultimately gets you more commissions. Sound good? Excellent. Right. So what can we do? Who wants to know how you can basically target people from another product that you don't own on Google without actually having access to their page? This is another cheat code, right? Now, Google allows you to make custom audiences based on what web pages people have visited or what web pages people have not visited. So what does that mean? That means if someone goes to a product page, you can create an audience from everyone that's been to that product page. And then what do? You then look at the URL. Now, you do have to actually purchase a product here, right? So I would highly recommend, if you're going to be affiliated with a product, be a customer too, get your wallet out, go ahead and purchase it. And that way you can be better when it comes to making content or videos or anything else around it. You go to the buyers area, copy that URL, throw that into a Google audience as well. This now becomes an excluded audience. So you've got your main audience here of everyone that went to the product sales page, right? And then you exclude everyone that was already a purchaser. And guess what? You can then send all these people ads to your bridge page. And if it's your bridge page, guess what? You can put your Facebook pixel on it. You create a custom Facebook audience of everyone that went here. Now, whether they sent traffic, their affiliate sent traffic, no matter who sent the traffic, you are now hacking into that. You are now collecting. Remember we said that before, like average sales page, a vendor will tell you it will convert between 3 and 5%. Now you're tapping in to all of those people right here, the 97 to 95% of people which never purchased for one reason or another. You're getting access to that. So this is kind of like the cheat codes of doing it. And of course, if people then go and click an ad, they come to your bridge page, they become a Facebook custom audience, which you can then retarget later on as well. Sound good? Sounds pretty good, right? Now, again, when we're talking about what people are going to be doing, if they haven't made a purchase, there's probably a reason for it. There's something not quite right. So it might be there's questions that they needed answering. It might be a price point issue. It might be maybe they're looking for a bonus. Okay, so we're going to take that audience that we're looking at before. Remember up here, we said, right, we'll get a Google audience off everyone that visited the sales page, right? Because we take the URL off that one, we load it up into a Google custom audience, and then we exclude everyone that purchased. Now we're going to run YouTube ads, and we're going to put those videos in front of people, and they're going to send off to the actual affiliate link page as well. Does that make sense? Yeah. Does that make sense? Everyone's nodding. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, check this out, right? What if you decided to run your YouTube ads over the top of that person's product YouTube videos, right? So let's say, for example, let's pick one out. Let's say Samcart, right? Now, what if I go to Samcart's page and decide to target everyone that's not Samcart user, but they landed on the purchase Samcart page? Think that'd be a bit more targeted? Absolutely, right? Now, you are going to send YouTube ads right to everyone that didn't become a customer but went to the page. And you are going to be able to show them videos talking through why they should purchase it, or talking through what extra bonuses you can throw at them if they purchase it as well, right? Does that make sense to everybody? I hope it does, because this is the thing. This is how you can win affiliate competitions. Because if I wanted to go to, let's say, Dean Graziosi's thing, and I just basically go to everyone that's already a member, exclude them, everyone that went to the buy now page, I throw an ad up, I put it on the top of Dean Graziosi's every video that he's going to create going forward, and everyone that he's got going forward. Now you've got an ad of you. Or even sometimes in affiliate launches, what do? They give you videos. They give you ads. So you could even load this up without having to do that yourself. Use that as an ad, which then takes it away to your affiliate bridge page, and you get the sale. Now, if they're high ticket items, you don't need a lot of sales to make your money back on this. And believe you me, advertising on YouTube, you can get in front of people for pennies, quarters of a pennies, eighth of a pennies, tenths of a pennies. And of course, what else can we do? We can go for this as well. We can retarget people from Google, let them know what's going on, and send them directly on that through Facebook, because that makes more sense again as well. So you're hitting them up on various different platforms. So it's not just that. And of course, adding to that as well, you know, Facebook allows us to do ads on Instagram. So you can do it via Instagram too. Should have put that one in. I like this one, right? This is pretty cool. You know, before we said we could take a URL, put it into a Google audience. Well, what if you could spy on everyone that goes and checks you out on Facebook? What if you could then create a custom Google audience of everyone that goes to your Facebook profile because they've checked you out in one form or another? You got a Google audience. You then put an ad out there, and you just basically put a no like and trust video out. So rather than selling anything, they've took the time to go and check you out on Facebook. Now you're actually going to put a video in front of them right on YouTube anytime they go on that. And that is going to make a difference as well. And I know we're going to go into sort of like organic traffic and all that good stuff later on, but I'm talking about how you can get maximum return using really, really tiny, cheap ads, and how you put this whole system together. So literally, like if you were, let's say, if you had to spend $30 and you got a $500 sale, do you think that'd be worth it? Is that a decent return on investment for you? I mean, I was speaking and I actually saw in another group recently, some guy was using some YouTube ads. He spent literally $30 and he made $180 back. And I think that's pretty decent. That's like a 6x return, right? And I like going deep with this stuff, right? This is stupid, I know, but I do like going deep. So we've got the know, like, and trust video. Well, guess what? We can create a custom video of how much, or custom audience, sorry, of how much somebody watched that video. So if they really liked you, yeah, then guess what? You can create a custom audience. You can then run YouTube ads to them and do a product intro. Guess what they go to? There, a bridge page for your affiliate link. So you've accommodated the know, like, and trust. You've sent that out. And now you're actually sending those same people something that's going to help them. And that is basically how it all works and how you put it together. This is how we win. This isn't just I think that's the end of it there. I'm going to hand it back to Corey, but let me just put myself on screen at 1 sec. Let me see if I can do that. I'm going to stop screen. Oh, there we go. I bet that was, who was that? Dom or Corey? Who got that right there? Corey was on it. So this is how we actually put things together. This is how we make it work. Okay. Now I know that it's all sort of like all sort of like big pictures and big jumps together, but the important thing is here that you're getting the framework on how to put it together, right? And inside of the ULO suites, we're not only just going to show you exactly how to do it, but also we're going to help you do it as well. That's why it's so important. That's why I want to be part of this entire program, because I'm a firm believer in that. I want to be able to leave a legacy behind, and I want to make sure that as many people are successful in what we have to show them, because too many times people don't let you know exactly what works. They will fudge around, right? They will literally fudge around, right? So let's just put it in there. How do you create custom audiences on Google? You do it via YouTube. Simple as that. And then you run your ads through that. Simple stuff. So yeah, again, that's something else we'll run through as well. But I was going to hand it back to Corey. He's going to take you through the next section. And thanks for listening, guys. Hopefully that's all cool. And he's we can't hear you, mate. Put your mic on.
Gotta take my mic off. All right.
Yeah,
that was awesome. That was super powerful. Like, and there's a lot that goes into affiliate marketing, and there's a bunch of different ways of doing it. Obviously, the strategies that you shared today, I didn't even know of, right? Like, I mean, I know that you can do like custom audiences and stuff like that with Facebook ads. Again, I'm not the Facebook ads person. But it's just cool to see different ways. Like, I never knew that you could target people from Facebook on your YouTube ads. Like, that is just mind blowing to me. So now I understand how, these 6-figure, 7-figure affiliate marketers do it, because they know the right way of doing it. But
yeah, I did literally like, I think it was about 8,000 or 9,000 on one launch just by using that. And it cost me a couple $100. And it was just crazy. It's almost like you can just turn it on when you want as well. So these are the things that we're going to be helping people out, showing them how to do.
Right, that's awesome. And then, for the people that are watching too, again, we were talking about, joining the Unlimited Life Academy. Hopefully you've already heard that we have the lifetime deal right now, right? The $997 lifetime one-time payment. We actually have a 2-pay option now if you guys want to jump in on this. But again, that's only good until midnight, guys. The price is going up significantly tomorrow as we enter day 2 of this program, and we start diving a little bit deeper into this. But with that being said, I want to kind of go over really quickly what's all involved with the Unlimited Life Academy, what you guys are going to be getting, because it's not just about the software. I know a lot of people probably came in here because they heard about the lifetime deal on the software. That's just a small portion of it. But ultimately, guys, the Unlimited Life Academy, this is my brain baby, right? This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, because I've been in this industry, like I said, for the last 3.5 years, and I always see the same stuff happen. There's so many people that come into affiliate marketing or come into the online marketing world. They don't really know what to do, right? So they probably do like I did. I made all the same mistakes, right? I went out there, I bought dozens of courses for $1,000 a piece, trying to learn how to do affiliate marketing the right way. I started just like Paul was talking about, where I was going around just spamming my links because, again, I didn't know what I was doing, and it kind of put a tarnish on my name at the beginning. But ultimately, when you finally figure out the right ways of doing it, you can be successful with it, And for me, it took me a lot of time to learn because, again, I didn't have a community of people that were actually going to be helping me, right? I was taking courses, and courses are great. Don't get me wrong, right? The problem with the course is that you have to actually go through the entire course, right? And you're usually by yourself. There's nobody kind of holding you accountable. There's nobody that you can kind of reach out to and ask your questions for. You got a course and you got to watch the videos. The other thing that I hate about courses is that most of the time, for whatever reason, people have this mindset that your course has to be 4 hours long or some crazy, ridiculous amount of time, right? And it doesn't have to be. But what happens is they put so much fluff in their courses that you don't get enough stuff, right? Or you have to watch hours and hours of a course just to get 5 or 10 minutes worth of good value out of it. So that's why I wanted to put together this Unlimited Life Academy to help people not only with learning the right ways of doing things, but walking them through the natural, transition of being a newbie to being an expert, right? So again, we're going to start you guys off with affiliate marketing inside the Facebook group, the private group, guys. Paul's going to be in there to answer your questions about affiliate marketing, to give you more training. You actually get access to his course that he created for $297. That you're going to get a part of this fee or of this membership, right, in the Unlimited Life Academy, as well as Dom's course. So Dom has a whole course on how to create a WordPress affiliate website, which is super powerful, right? That's a way to get your offers in front of people through the SEO strategies that he is the master at. And he has a whole course in there on just that. So you're going to get a whole bunch of different courses as part of the Unlimited Life Academy. You're also going to be getting the software, which we talked about a little bit before, but we're going to be going over that in great detail on Wednesday with Dom. And then ultimately, I'm going to show you guys kind of how to start growing your own personal brand, right? And then leveraging our network in order to grow yours as well. So just like Paul was talking about, putting out content on YouTube and all this kind of stuff. Again, we have our own YouTube channel. So when you become a member of Unlimited Life Academy, we're going to help put your content on our channel, and together we can all grow one massive channel together, right? So that's going to be a way for us to leverage that network. I also have a Roku TV channel that some of our members will be able to get their shows on. And then I'm right now launching my own podcast for the Unlimited Life Academy. Same kind of concept, that we're going to be able to put you guys out there and really start getting you out there through the help of everybody else. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. With this whole launch going on, guys, this is our first launch, right? And from an outsider looking in, I think we're doing a fantastic job, right? Most people, when they do a launch, they have numbers. Russell Brunson talks about it all the time. He says, if you can do a launch and make $1,000 or break even during your launch, right, you had a successful launch. We've already done well over that, 6 times that, 7x that. We already have a lot of people coming through. Here's a little fun fact for you, though. This team came together just over a month ago, about a month and a week ago, right? This was just an idea. The 4 of us came together, put this launch together, and then we did exactly what we're telling you guys, to leverage other people's audiences, right? So we have an affiliate program for Unlimited Life Academy that our members can promote Unlimited Life Academy and get 50% commissions for. Another way for us to be able to leverage everybody else's networks. So when these people come in and they join, they get put into the private Facebook group, and that is where you guys are going to do your own practice, right? So when you're positioning yourself as the expert, the thing that got me where I'm at was doing Facebook groups, right? So I was a Facebook group growth expert, not self-proclaimed. People kept calling me, and I said, fine, I'll accept it. And I created my course on how to grow Facebook groups. That course is inside of the Unlimited Life Academy as well. But ultimately, I'm going to be in there to help you guys do the same exact thing, right? And when I said, I did 10K through a $47 offer, that was just from a 2,000 member group. So think about, how this could change your life and how you could position yourself as the expert going forward by joining Unlimited Life Academy. And the cool part is, again, you get to leverage our network. So it's not just me, right? It's me, it's Dom, it's Angie, it's Paul, it's everybody else that comes into this community. And as we grow that Facebook group, guys, I want you to treat that group using the skills and stuff that I'm teaching you inside that Facebook group course. I want you to treat that course as if, or that group as if it is your own group, right? Go in there and start doing the value posts, start doing the lives, teaching people. If for nothing else, you can practice in our group, right? As a coach, I know I have a practice facility where my team goes and practices, and then they go off to the stadiums and actually play the game, right? The Unlimited Life Academy Facebook group for the paid members is going to be kind of that practice arena. You come in here, you practice your sales presentations, you practice your challenges or whatever it is, however you want to structure your launch, your 5-day launch, your 3-day launch, whatever you want it to be. You're going to come into the Facebook group and you're going to practice that in there. We will give you constructive criticism. And then when you are ready to actually launch this thing, we're going to already have an army of affiliates ready to promote your offer for you. So just like we've been able to have success with this launch, even though this is our very first launch doing this, we've already gotten over 6K or 7K or whatever it is now, right? And we just launched this, but we've done it by leveraging other people's audiences. And we're going to give you that same exact thing when you join the Unlimited Life Academy. Again, I didn't want to make this like a pitch day, right? But the offer of $997 one-time lifetime goes away tonight at midnight, so I had to tell you about it, right? It's going up tomorrow. And it's going to give you guys that one last opportunity to get in before we get it going. And we do have the 2-pay. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check it out. Somebody can drop a link, maybe Dom or Angie or Paul, somebody drop a link to it inside of the inside this chat so that you guys can see it. Because again, I don't want you guys to miss out. Unlimited Life Academy is going to change lives, right? Absolutely 100%. We've got the team. We've got the know-how. And all we need is you guys to put your best out there to the world, and we can make sure that the world sees you, and we'll help you grow. Together, we'll do it better. So with that being said, I'm going to pull everybody else back on screen real quick. If you guys got any questions, start dropping them in the comments, and we will just let our team answer those comments. And then once the questions are over, we will get ready to send you guys on your way for the day, and then come back tomorrow as Angie kicks in and does her training on creating your own offer, and then ultimately picking the right funnels for it to be the most successful. So let's bring everybody back on screen. Let's put us in a different view. There's Paul. All right, so do we have any questions?
What's up, guys?
We've been busy just like checking out the questions. It's been so cool that everyone's been like really interactive and getting on there as well. And we're a tight group right now as well. It's literally like, I don't know, a little over 100 people. And I was just talking to everybody before we went live, is like the sort of like the average show up rate to any sort of like live presentation, webinar, whatever it is. If you're going live, then it's normally around 10%. And I think we've hit like 15% easy of the people that are here right now, which is amazing considering the time as well. I mean, it's Monday. It's coming up to 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm from the UK. I don't know where time zones are. I was constantly asking the guys this afternoon, but is it like 2 hours from now? Is it like
Dude, it was like a countdown every hour.
It
2
was
hours
a countdown.
from now? 1 hour from now? Yes.
We're about ready now. Just want to make sure I wasn't like, not here or anything like that.
You were right on time.
We were right on time, but yeah, this is the whole thing. And just to like add to what I was saying about the affiliate marketing stuff, we're going to learn all about the organic traffic and stuff as well. So yeah, of course, people can learn even if they don't want to do ads, because this is the whole thing. How do you get traffic? Well, you use organic or you get paid, right? And that's it. That's kind of the only two options that you can get traffic. So paid or unpaid. Now, obviously, paid gets you faster results, but I started out using non-paid ways to do it. As soon as I started making some money, I plowed it into paid ads, I plowed it into coaching, I plowed it into training programs, just like this, to advance my knowledge. Because if I had stuck and waited around, it probably would never have happened. The best decision I ever made for my business was to invest. I hate using this phrase, invested in myself, invested in my business. No, I paid someone to find out how it worked. Right, and that's kind of like how it is. Now in sales, right? I remember reading. I was watching a Brian Tracy training. If anybody know who Brian Tracy is, when he first started out, he was like door-to-door selling, and he was doing terrible. He was really not going very well at all. So what did he do? he actually went to the guy in the office that was doing the most sales. He went and found out what they were doing and then repeated that process until he got similar results. This is what we're doing with you guys. We're here because we've already got the results and we're sharing how to do it with you guys. Now, for anyone that's on the 5-day challenge, yes, you're going to get a huge amount of value from this and you're going to be able to take something away from it. But if you decide to get into the fast mover and you get that today, then you're going to get access to us ongoing as well. This is the thing. This is the difference that's going to make it for you. And it's never going to be this cheap again. I've paid way more than this for 10% of the information that you guys are going to get. Hands up who's overpaid for coaching or programs before. That's, yeah, everybody. Yeah, we've all done it, right? So this is a thing. This is why it's such a great thing. In fact, when Corey said about it was only going to be like $997, I was like, no, it's too cheap. Can't do it like that. Can't do it like that. And that's why I kind of like, I wanted to hold back on a lot of information that I was going to share, but I thought, no, we're going to do it anyway. Let's just tell them how it works. And this is the thing that works. And that's why I want you guys to be in it. So let's do it, man. Let's go.
I'll add to that, Paul. Like when you said, well, I was just thinking about this yesterday, that the fast action is $997. So you're saying somebody can join today, implement just one of the things that Paul just taught, be an affiliate of this, and get their money back with 2 sales. I mean, technically, really. Or if you're trying to figure it out, like so many of us have. I mean, myself, I've signed up for several things in the past few weeks as far as to promote affiliate-wise, but it didn't come with how to actually use these affiliate links. I mean, I was, okay, what do? You can't just spam it out there. And now, it's like, okay, let's take from what Paul said. I'm sure several people on this training right now have links, we're ready to promote, or they've been promoting them and nothing is coming of them. Well, they can take those strategies, promote these other offers the proper way, and like make it's unlimited what they can make back. And I will say, like, I also wanted to add that Paul's training was awesome. His course was something he put out, an offer he put out. What was that? Like a year ago, Paul, maybe, was the first course I have ever bought. I came across Paul. Yeah, literally. I've done this for 10 years and it has all been YouTubed and working for free for people to learn what they're doing and then charging them after. I was like, okay, I've done enough for you for free. I know what I know now. But the value that I've gotten from everything that I have learned from Paul in a group just like this one, because he was a contributing member. He was always offering to help. I saw, he had a podcast. His profile was optimized properly. Like Corey taught. Maybe last week I saw Corey doing a live in, and it's just built exponentially. Like just saying, okay, he has a podcast. What did I do? I binged every single episode. He had a course. Well, if he's giving away this much on a free podcast, he's got to be giving away value if I'm going to pay him for it. Like there's been so much that you guys can just take. And that's just day one, the first 20 minutes of 5 days that we have. I wanted to end and let you guys know I'm in the process of duplicating this event inside of the group. So you will see soon day 2 through 5 listed. Go ahead and click inside of that event. If you're clicking interested or going, clicking the 3 little dots will bring up a spot that's going to say add to calendar. And you can add that to your Google, Apple, Outlook, whatever calendar you're using. So your time is booked in there or else you're going to get on a Zoom call. You're going to find something else to be interested in. There's like 600 challenges going on right now, and you're going to get distracted. So put it on the calendar. You've already got that time blocked off, and you'll get a notification that, hey, we're about to go live, because life happens. You guys are all excited day 1, but 3, 4, and 5, we want you to be just as excited and present as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to put this together, guys, is because I don't know about you, but I am completely sick and tired of these coaching coaches programs, right? 10K plus a year. And you get in there, and again, and I'm going to be honest, I worked with some of these people and I just couldn't do it anymore, right? I couldn't sit back and watch people getting taken advantage of, to be blunt, right? On spending $10,000 for a year-long coaching program. that doesn't deliver, I guarantee you inside of this program here with Unlimited Life Academy, you're going to get more out of it than you ever would out of one of those 10K coaching programs, because I've been through them. I've bought into myself. I've also been a part of them on the back end of things, and they're very, very minimal, right? Those coaches are out for one thing, and that is to say that they have a 7-figure business, a coaching business, right? That is all their goal is, because they want to be the expert at being a coach, and it does not work that way. If you want to be a coach, that's fine, but make sure that you're going to be coaching people on how to do something and not just how to be a coach of coaches, right? So that is super, super on my heart, because of the fact that I am a coach and not just an online business coach or whatever, but I'm a lacrosse coach. Like, to me, it's all about the team. I know that as a coach, I cannot win the game. Only the team can win the game. But at the end of the year, at the end of the season, if they win the championship trophy, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to help raise it with them, right? Because we get to celebrate together, and that's why together we'll do it better. The logo on my shirt, like the Unlimited Life Academy logo, a lot of people don't really realize it, but one side's got a lion, the other side's got a wolf. The reason that I designed it that way is because for your business, for your online journey, you need to be the lion, right? You need to be the king of your jungle. But at the same time, you can get there and have much more success if you have the strength of the wolf pack behind you, right? That's why I have the wolf and the lion, because again, both things can go hand in hand. But at the end of the day, you need to be the man or the woman, right? You need to be the lion. But you're going to have this wolf pack behind you to help support you and help make sure that you guys are going to win at this game, because that's going to be the number one key to your success, right? All 4 of us here will not be successful unless we help you become successful. That is my only mission with this program. These other coaches that, get 2 Common Club awards, selling $10,000 a year coaching programs and have 100 people in their programs, but only 4 or 5 of them are actually having some success, is complete bullshit. And I can't stand for it anymore. Right? I want every single person that comes into this to be an action taker, to be somebody that's willing to invest in themselves. It's a very minimal investment to get started. But most importantly, they got to be action takers. You got to go out there and do the stuff that we're asking you to do. If you don't do that, we'll never win the game, right? Again, a coach coaches you on how to play the game. You go out there and play the game. And then when you win, we both win. I just want to get that point across really quickly because, again, you can tell I kind of get fired up about it. But I am here for you, for your help. Trust me, when it comes to being somebody that's going to support you, you will never find a harder ride or dyer than me. I am going to promote you anytime I see somebody that has, a post about whatever your niche is going to be. Your name's the one I'm dropping. If you're part of the Unlimited Life Academy, you are my go-to. Someone says, hey, I need somebody that knows how to do X, Y, Z. If that's you, I'm sending them your way. That's how I do things. That way we win together. Dramatic pause. Right?
Yeah. Corey, Jennifer asks, are you going to teach him how to use YouTube?
Am I going to teach them how to use YouTube?
We will.
Yeah, we will. Right.
We will.
Collectively.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing. Again, because we have many different masters or experts or whatever you want to call it. Right. We are going to have the people in there to help you with your YouTube, with your TikTok, with your Instagram, with your whatever. And if you're coming into this and you already know something about that, we would love to have you as our expert, right? That's the ultimate goal for Unlimited Life Academy, is to get you to that expert level. And then that way we can promote you out to the world as the expert, get you building out your business. Because like I just mentioned, once we help you become successful, we are successful. Right? Our success solely depends on your success. It's not about the money to us. It's about you being able to finally do the things that you want to do, to quit the 9 to 5 job, right? That for me, it was quitting being a mechanic. It was the long hours and the sweat and the grease and all that stuff, and getting home and being so dog tired that I couldn't play with the kids. It's getting you guys, in a safe, comfortable place. 6 figures a year selling a course or a program, guys, is very accomplishable and very easily done once you go through the right process. And I can guarantee you, having a network of affiliates behind you to help push your offer once it's ready to launch, to leverage your launch, the sky's the limit, right? So That's it. But the fast action goes away tonight. And let me just point out one more thing, because when I was coaching lacrosse, the first thing that I had to do, and this goes for everything, this is why you see it in every single course, in every single program, mindset is always going to be number one, right? I took a team that was 0-12, never won a single game. First thing I did was I had them write down their goals, right? Goals for the season. And they were all pathetic goals. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm blunt, I'm upfront. I'm not here to, please you. I'm here to get you better. But with their goals, it was, I want to score a goal this season, or I want to win a game this season. Those are pathetic goals. You're never going to get anywhere if that's your ideal target. So as a coach, I lifted their goals for them. I said, we're going to win every single game. We're going to go to the championship game. We're going to score 10 goals a game. I set forth the vision for them, and then I had to get them to buy in, but it was all mindset. But once I was able to shift their mindset and they bought into themselves, bought into the team, we ended up going 13-3, and we ended up losing in the championship game. But it was still nothing short of a miracle, right? Like, how many teams don't win a single game this year before and then go to a championship game the following year? But
it's like the 09 Lions going to the Super Bowl. That was never going to happen.
Right.
0-16 the year before.
Exactly. But that's the point, guys, is, your mindset is first and foremost. So one, this isn't to dog anybody that's watching, but if you have the mindset of, I can't afford anything, or I can't do this, I can't do that, you never can, right? You've already stated it. You've already said it out there. If you can't, you won't. So switch your mindset. If nothing else, don't say, I can't afford this. Start asking yourself the right questions. How can I afford this? Because trust me, $1,000 is not hard to come up with. And I know there's people that are like, oh, that's so much money. But if you just start asking yourself the question, how can I come up with $1,000? Or how can I come up with whatever the price point is for you? Your brain is going to go to work and it's going to find the answer for you. But if you say that you can't, your mind shuts down and it's over. You can't do it. So even if it's not today, even if it's, joining this down the road or whatever, just remember that you got to first focus on the mind of, I can do anything. How can I do it? Just ask yourself the questions, how can I? And you will. I promise you. That's how I've gotten where I've gotten. So many people along the way tell me I can't do something, or that's not going to work, or whatever. I don't care what they say, right? As long as I believe it, I know that I can achieve it. So this isn't some kind of mindset guru BS. It is the truth. So focus on how can you, and it shall be so.
Mm-hmm. I want to add kind of a quick story on that. On that vein there, to kind of bring it back. Earlier this year, was it early 2021 this year, I had the opportunity to join it was a $5,000 coaching program, and I didn't have the $5,000 laying around, or at least not like $5,000 to put into there. So I was like, I saw the value in the program, but I didn't have the money. So I did was I sold the project car. I got the money. I invested into that program. And since doing that, I've made twice my investment back. So it is something, it might be uncomfortable. It sucked. It was something I was working on for a couple of years, but I said, you know what? I can get rid of this thing from my driveway, and then I can buy it later on. And maybe I could buy a nice example where I just turn the key later on.
Exactly.
It can happen, but it's not going to be comfortable if it's how do I come up with the money? It sucks.
Yeah, but that's exactly how we grow, right? You got to get yourself outside of the comfort zone. Put your back against the wall to where you have no option other than to just do it, right? Even trees, trees can't grow in a climate without wind. Did you guys know that? Like, a lot of people don't know that, but it's the struggle of the tree trying to grow with the breezes that makes it strong. If you try to grow a tree in in a dome or something, right? They just flop over like grass leaves because they don't have to get strong. There's no point for them to get strong. So just remember that. There's going to be adversity. Like me on my journey over the last 3 years, guys. I could tell you countless. Last year when I threw my mastermind, right, was literally the weekend that COVID shut down America. March 14th, 2020 was the weekend of my mastermind. Half the people didn't show up. And this happened 3 days before the event was supposed to happen. So now I got everybody and their brother being like, oh, are you going to still do the event? Are you not going to do the event? Right? Well, what did I do? I'm an action taker. I plugged through it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do it. And excuse my language, but I'll drop F-bombs every now and then. But I'm going to do it, right? That's my mindset. Nothing's going to stop me from achieving my dream. If you have that mindset, you're going to achieve it. I guarantee it. Still a super successful event. Still made a bunch of money from it, which was awesome. But more importantly, we got to help out a whole bunch of people. After that event, one of the people that was at the event went on and did like $500,000 in 60, 90 days, something like that. Another one's doing like multiple 10-figure launches each, or 10K launches each month. Just incredible stuff, right? But it's because they were able to put themselves around the right people. So anyway, I think that's it. That's like an hour, guys. We don't want this to go too much longer. But again, make sure you take action on the fast action bonus. If not, stick around in this group, guys. Tomorrow we are going to be diving a little bit deeper into what it looks like to actually create a irresistible offer, right? An offer that's going to sell, and then the funnel that you're going to need in order to sell that with Angie Manucci. So stick around. And then, guys, on Wednesday, again, Dom is going to be coming in teaching the actual software. That's going to be where you build all the funnels and everything, and your email autoresponder with EULA Suites. And finally, on day 4, I'm going to be coming in, and I'm going to be teaching you guys, again, organic marketing. I've already been sharing stuff in here. If you haven't already, go back and watch some of my previous lives, changing your personal profile, how to do like the post, the discovery post. I showed you guys an example in here of how I did one post, got like 36 comments, and ended up making like $50 with affiliate marketing from one product, right? So go watch those videos and start implementing the stuff that you're learning. If you do that, there's a good chance that you could, make enough money to join anyway. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be going over on day 4. And then day 5 is going to be just for, the special VIP people that are going to be coming in, where we're going to be doing a live training where you're going to come on the screen with us like this and just talk with us and let us go through your offer and all that kind of good stuff. And I think that's it. Oh, I'm also going to be doing an interview with Caleb Maddox. So if you don't know who that is, he's like a young kid prodigy. He runs several million-dollar companies, multi-million-dollar companies. He's going to be in here with us on Thursday as part of that, as we record kind of our first podcast interview with him. So make sure you guys are going to be here for that. Any last questions from our other teammates?
I dropped a link to Caleb's YouTube channel in the comments. You guys want to go check him out?
Yeah, definitely go check him out, guys. He's going to be in here live with us on Thursday, like I said, and recording our first podcast interview.
Yeah. But one thing for people who do decide to take the plunge, you're going to get overwhelmed with the amount of information that's in the back office and courses. Don't become a professional student. You don't have to binge every course before you start. Mm-hmm. We want to put that there as like a reference library. That big bookshelf that you see in the back of a law office. They don't read all those books before they start taking a case. Start action, get messy, and then you go, oh crap, I'm stuck. Oh, let me turn to the library and see if look something up. That's how we want you to use this training library that we've put together.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah, chunk it out step by step, because I know a lot of people, when I start talking to somebody, and even a couple of you who are in here right now have sent me a private message and said, hey, I'm a little overwhelmed, or I'm this old and my kids have left and I'm trying to figure this out, or I'm brand new and I just don't know what to do. I understand, and we all understand that spot where it's like you want to create the content, but then you don't have somewhere to send them, but then you don't know what to create or how to create it. So then you're not going to create any content. And now 3 months, 6 months, and here goes 2021, and you're still in the same spot that you were in last December, right? When you were like, I'm going to figure this out. And then days, weeks, months passed, and you're in that place. And just by implementing something that you're learning with us, just gets, like Dom said, in that area. Like if you implement one thing and just like, okay, now you have that capture page done to send them to with that affiliate link, where you will feel like guaranteed the weight of the world will like be lifted off, because you're like, I have somewhere to send them. Now I can be more productive because I'm not just putting out a feel good quote that I made on Canva saying that I'm working and now I'm not making money. Like I've never bought anything because a quote was there. I bought something from somebody because they put out some good content. I learned something from them, and then I wanted to know what else they had. So just by having one piece in place and just honestly like trusting us that we are your team to help you through this, whatever stage you're at, it will feel so good when you're like, I finally have a funnel that's not, I'm just going to say it, that's not half-ass, right? Because how many of us have a trial and we look at our bank statement and we've paid for all these pieces of software and we're not doing anything with them, but then we don't want to cancel them because then what are we going to do with our people? But then we were like, well, we're not emailing them anyway. Like, it'll just kind of get that, okay, I got this, and get you on that momentum train. And then by joining the community, you constantly have that support system, because listen, once the Zoom camera shuts down, it's kind of lonely, right? Maybe your spouse or your roommates or your parents or whoever you're living with don't know this whole world that you're trying to figure out. And so you're like, okay, here I am by myself again. It's that recharge by belonging to the Unlimited Life Academy. It's that recharge where you're like, okay, I get it. You know, I mean, I answer Zooms all the time where I had a girl the other day just crying, and she's like, I just wish I could. And I'm like, just vent to me, you know? And she was just in that struggle of had to make money. She's doing this thing, but she also wants to cancel all the payments she's made. Like, it was just this struggle, and she didn't have that community around her. So, you know, if you're in that hamster wheel, I mean, my goal when I first got started, you guys can laugh if you want, but was to buy Tide laundry soap and name brand lunch meat. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it was me with a 5-month-old. And I was like, I just don't want to have to get like a quarter to use the shopping cart at the grocery store, or like have to go to the laundromat. And now, you know, if somebody says something about the clothes piled in my living room, I'm like, I got a washing machine now, you know, like I can do this. And I figured it out online without this kind of community. So I think it's just super powerful what we've put together for anybody to jump in at any level of what they're trying to do. You may have everything else figured out and you're making a ton of money, but you've never explored affiliate marketing because you knew you didn't actually know how to do it. There you have that training. Or you're doing organic, but you're like, I need to do some ads. Well, that's when we're going to lean on Dom, you know, those different pieces. So
yeah, or you're already an expert, but you don't have the system set up to actually make money with it, right? Like, I mean, how many influencers or content creators you see out there that could make a killing if they only had a way of doing it, right? So that's exactly what we're here for. We're going to help make sure that you guys get from point A to point B, whatever that looks like for you. Again, our journey is starting with affiliate marketing. If you don't want to really get into that, you need to learn marketing, period, right? Affiliate marketing is just usually the easiest, fastest, best way to do that. And then we're going to go through the whole program. So creating your offers, setting up your whole system on your website, your funnel, whatever you want to call it. And then ultimately, you know, growing your following and promoting your offers, because that is organic marketing in a nutshell. And then, you know, with what Dom does. So we talked about this earlier before, you know, with affiliate marketing, you can do organic or you can do paid, right? But ultimately, at the end of the day, you want to do both. I talk about this all the time. It's kind of like growing a garden, right? So you go out there, you plant your seeds, you water the seeds, and they're going to grow naturally, right? This is like organic marketing. You got to till up the soil, you know, get ready to plant the seeds, and you got to plant the seeds, and you got to water the seeds, and naturally the seeds will grow, but they don't grow at like a super fast rate, right? So what happens is you get some fertilizer. That's paid advertising. You throw the fertilizer on it, and then all of a sudden it grows twice as fast, twice as big, whatever. That's the way that you guys should think about online marketing. Organic is going to do the job, right? And it's going to be nice and healthy and all that good stuff. But at the same time, if you really want to grow huge crops, huge plants, huge trees, whatever it is, throwing that fertilizer on there is what's going to make that happen.
But it's important to know the fertilizer doesn't work unless there's seeds in the soil.
Amen, brother.
really?
Amen. Right? All you'll do is grow massive weeds, right?
Yeah.
Because those things, I swear, they just grow no matter what. But yeah, but even then, you know, so if you join Unlimited Life Academy and you go through my Facebook group course, that's what I compare it to, right? Growing a garden, same kind of thing. And what happens is in a garden, just like anything else, if you're not in there maintaining it, right, what happens? Weeds grow up. So weeds are kind of like your naysayers, your, you know, all the negative Nancy's out there, whatever you want to call them. You just got to pluck those people out of your garden, you know, keep your garden growing, keep focused on it. And then beautiful things are going to happen. And then after all the hard work is done, after all the plants are grown, you get to reap the harvest, right? You reap what you sow. So you can do it. We've done it, and we're here to help you do it as well. We are already master gardeners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that being said, I think we are done for today, day one. Hopefully you guys got some good information out of Paul today with the affiliate marketing. Again, there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of different ways of doing it. But if you apply what you've learned today, it should definitely help you out on your journey with your entrepreneur endeavor. Come on back tomorrow, same time, same place, 1 p.m. Eastern here inside this group as Angie's going to kick off with the offer creation and funnel selection. And then we'll continue on this journey together. And like I always say, together we'll do it better. Until next time, my friends, we will see ya.
See you guys.
Later, guys.